Guys, what is up? Laura here, and today we are going to be deep diving into an exercise to help you with your foot stability, ankle stability, and who is this exercise even for? I know in the title it says that this is a great exercise for runners, and also it's great for anyone that has ever sprained their ankles. Maybe you're recovering from plantar fasciitis or an Achilles tendonitis, so you're an athlete, hiker, or maybe you're just on your feet all day. It's a really great and versatile exercise that I really feel that everyone should do, and not just athletes, because I think we just have the tendency to put shoes on and then kind of just ignore our feet. So this is a really great way to strengthen them and ultimately help with any knee issues, hip issues, and back issues, because the stronger your feet are, the more in alignment that is, it's going to affect what's going on above it, which is everything. So before we go into our exercise of the day, let me introduce myself. My name is Laura. I'm a certified personal trainer and Pilates instructor, and I bring you fitness tips, wellness tips, and short exercise breakdowns on my channel. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so that you can keep getting informed on how to move your body to help prevent pain and injuries. Now, let's go ahead and go into our deep dive of a Pilates exercise called the Rond de Jambe. You will not need anything for this exercise unless you are a little bit wiggly with your balance. Then I suggest being next to a wall or next to a chair so that you can hold on to it for your balance, but it is going to be a single leg exercise. I'm going to back up from the camera so you guys can get a better view, and let's go ahead and step into it. Oh, and before I dive into the exercise, I did want to let you know that if you are someone that does have foot pain, go ahead and check the description below. I do have a free guide that is downloadable just for you with a series of exercises to help alleviate that pain. So if that sounds like something you want, go ahead and go down to that description. All right, now what you came for, let's go. All right, you guys, so my face is a little bit out of frame, but to deep dive into this single leg exercise, the Rond de Jambe usually is done in a turned out position, so an angled position. However, we are going to be doing it in what is called parallel. So that way it resembles a little bit more of a kind of pistol squat, side lunge, and a reverse lunge. And also we start to strengthen through the leg and its front orientation, which is what you need for when you're hiking, running, walking, standing. But what's really great about the different angles that we're gonna hit is that we're still gonna be working the side glutes as well, which you need as a stabilizer. So a lot of times what I see in the clients that I work with one-on-one, in person or virtually, is that they have foot pain not just because of restricted mobility in their ankle, not just because of weakness in their stabilizers in their foot, but also because of weakness in their outside of their hip and what's called the posterior chain. So that's going to be all the muscles that are along the back side of your leg here. And so that's why we're incorporating this exercise. The balance will help you with your feet, and then also the lunge-ish component is going to help strengthen those other muscles in your hip and pelvis. So we've got the feet lined up so that we have our standing leg. I'm going to go ahead and turn profile to you guys, so it'll be my left leg. My standing leg is going to be lined up, knee in line with hip, knee in line with ankle, okay? All right, so we've got our profile position here. Standing on my left side, I'm going to bend my knee as my foot goes to the front. I'm going to keep my knee bent as my leg goes to the side, and I'm going to keep my knee bent as my foot goes to the back, all keeping this left side that I'm standing on strong, stable, rooted into the ground like a tree, and not being windy. And then I'm going to go ahead and stand up. Join in with me and do this exercise barefoot, please. And we continue on. Now the reason that we're doing this exercise barefoot is so that we can increase and improve that proprioception through the bottom of our foot. When we're wearing socks and when we're wearing shoes, it's kind of dulling the sensation that the bottom of our foot has to the ground. We have a lot of nerves that end in the bottom of our foot. And so by being barefoot, it allows those nerve endings to kind of get woken up a little bit and get invited to the party. Those nerve endings are the communication center from our muscles to our brain and vice versa. So the more that we can awaken that sensation there, the more muscle recruitment we're gonna have, and ultimately it's gonna help us with the, like I said, recruitment, that strengthening, that stabilization through our foot. I did that one messed up, sorry, don't pay attention to that one. All right, we're gonna keep going here. So also another thing that I wanted to point out is that we're not trying to bust out as many reps as we can. We're also not trying to do this as quickly as possible. We're focusing on the intention behind the exercise. And right now that intention is on foot stability. So if you feel like your foot is kind of windy on the ground, you're having a hard time keeping that whole outer edge of your foot connected to the floor, grab a chair, stand next to the wall, and use it just a baby bit to help you with your balance. That is partly some of the reason why we are doing these taps from front to side to back, is so that we can have that moment to regain composure and really work that inside of our arch, that lift of our arch here. I'm gonna do 2 more for 10, and then I'm gonna go to my other side. So I can really feel that inside of my arch working here on my left side. That for me tends to be my foot that gives me the biggest issue. I tend to go towards my pinky side. I'm a supinator, which means that my inside of the arch needs a little bit more concentration on my part to bring my foot back to neutral. And if you've seen some of my other earlier videos, I really talk about the alignment of our foot and how that's gonna really affect what muscles are getting recruited up the chain on the body. So like I was saying earlier, that alignment of your foot, it's gonna affect whether you are susceptible to things like shin splints, if you're putting a lot of pressure through the outside of your hip and having hip pain and things like that. When we can focus a little bit more on the integrity and alignment of our skeletal structure, it's gonna help us engage and recruit the muscles that are optimally gonna help us to work more efficiently, and instead of having certain muscles overwork and other muscles underwork. Okay, other side. Now, this side, my right side, even though it's my hip surgery side, it tends to be a little bit better, and I think it's because I had to really take that time to practice and focus on, like I said, the integrity of the movement. So I'm gonna show you how you can up-level this exercise. You can go hands to hips, hands to chest, whatever you prefer. I'm balancing on my right side, and now I'm not gonna touch the floor at all as I go through my rond de jambe. I stick my left foot to the front as I stand on my right. I move it out to the side, and then I move it to the back as I stand up. Once again, watching the integrity of my foot on my right side, so it's not windy, I'm not surfing on any waves here, I'm not trying to course correct. And also, another thing I want to point out with this is that as I'm doing my single leg balance here, my knee is also not windy. So I don't really feel like my knee is trying to go from inside, outside, center. It really is staying in line with the center of my ankle. Oops, well, thank you for being there. In line with the center of my ankle, like I mentioned at the beginning of the class. I'm going for about 10 to 15. I believe I did 10 on the other side. I was kind of talking, so when I talk, I lose count a little bit. And another thing I want to mention about this rond de jambe that I really like is that the leg that's moving, that's working through the lower abdominals, the outer hip, the glute in the back, as well as the stabilizing muscle for the leg that's standing. Which I think is pretty cool about Pilates is that it really is working a lot of things all at once. I'm going to do 2 more here. I use that breath, not holding it. And awesome, and that's it, you guys. So I already got a little bit of a shine on doing that exercise. I don't know if you did as well, and if you did, don't worry, it does not mean that you are super out of shape or anything like that. We are activating the muscles that are in your legs, your quads, which do tend to boost up that metabolism, tend to rise up the heat in your body really quickly. So if you got your shine on, totally okay and normal. A lot of stuff was covered in that deep dive of the exercise, but if you still have questions, don't hesitate to ask them in the comments below, or you can even shoot me a message on Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my handle down in the corner down below. And if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you learned something new, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. The thumbs up is really great feedback for me to let me know that you enjoy the content that I am creating for you guys, to help you guys learn more about your body and be able to continue to do the things that you like to do in life, whether it's running, hiking, walking your dog, rock climbing, whatever it is that you like to do. I want to be able to help increase the longevity of those hobbies for you and help you keep feeling young and capable. Like I mentioned, go ahead and grab your free copy of my Stronger Feet for Better Runs guide. It's in the description below, and you do not have to be a runner for it to be helpful for you. It's really truly for anyone that is having foot pain, and that can be because of walking, standing, hiking, whatever it is. So if you have foot pain, go ahead and check it out. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so that you can continue to see more stuff just like this video. Remember that I put up, yes, fitness tips, but also short little workout clips as well. And so if you are really hungry or curious for a specific topic, or you want a specific workout, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to see you guys next week, and have a great day.